Hey Greg, this is Fernando Garcia. I'm Melba Garcia's brother. She mentioned that you might be interested in checking out your website and maybe doing a little website work or SEO. So I made you this little video to kind of give you guys a backdrop on what actually you might want to do if you want to do this yourself. If not, feel free to give me a call, ask any questions. I'd be happy to help you guys out. First of all, let me talk about three different things: content, citations, and backlinks. So those are the three things Google looks at when it's trying to find people on the internet to match up with their search queries. You guys have a really nice looking, clean website. Content on these needs to be around 1,500 to 2,000 words, and that's just Google likes text because it feels like it gives their customers or their searchers some return on getting to your website and educates them. So they value text, and also it gives you an opportunity to put keywords and key phrases into your text that they can then search with their bots and link up with the search queries. So if you can bring your text up, and I know you guys are good with words, so that shouldn't be too difficult, and then put terms in it that you want to be found for, such as real estate lawyer in Miami or business lawyer in Miami. Things like that, if you put them a few times into your text of each page, Google will find those and rank you a little bit higher than you're being ranked now. Now, excuse me. This is a search query for real estate lawyer in Miami, and of course you can put any number of phrases in here and find probably a slightly different list depending on the websites and what content they have on their sites. But for this particular one, you basically have this page, which usually starts out with an ad section, and those are paid ads. You understand how those work. You basically are bidding in a little mini auction to be the highest ranked ad on the page. But Google also looks at your ad for its text content, and if you want to be placed when somebody is searching for this term, what you got to do is in your ad you want to put this specific term a couple of times. Whatever term you want to be found for when somebody is searching for it, you put that in your ad a couple of times, and then make sure that the ad is legible and Google can understand that this ad is an ad for a real estate lawyer in Miami. Try not to put a mix of words trying to hit on something that matches here, because Google doesn't like keyword stuffing. The next section here is the Google My Business section, and this is a local business listing, and it's based mostly on citations. And you probably know this, but citations are just mentions on the internet of your business name, address, and phone number. So any place that you enter or anybody else for that matter, enters your name, address, and phone number, that will be found by Google's bots, and the more of those citations you have, the more trustworthy Google will find your website and more relevant, and the more likely it'll rank you in here. And this is obviously sought after area to be linked to, because a lot of business is driven from this section. Now, the last section is the organic listing, and this is where the term backlinks comes into effect. Now, a backlink is essentially a link on another website that brings the user back to your website. Excuse me. So when somebody on a different website allows you to place your website URL on their site, Google sees that as a trust factor, and if you're on a lot of different websites, especially relevant websites, meaning sites that have to do with law and real estate and things like that, and websites that are also highly ranked themselves, like maybe organizations or government entities or things that are highly regarded by Google, those links are more valuable. So it's not just a numbers game, it's also a quality of link. So the more of those links that you can get on your site or to your site from other sites, the higher they will rank you here, and it's not undoable. And I'll show you why. This is a tool we use, and it tells us a little bit about the website that we put in this window. This is your website, and this is the backlink number. Now, all of this stuff is, we pay for this, but you can get these free on the internet. Their backlink checker and keyword checkers are free on the internet, so you can check any website's backlinks or keyword status at any time for free. So this backlink number is 47. It's a decent number, and it's coming from 19 different websites. People are finding you with 25 different keywords, and it's driving 25 people per month to your website organically. So if you put this real estate lawyer in Miami search term into a Google window, the very one of the first law firms that comes up, other than these other directories, is this one right here, and that's one of your competitors locally. So I'll show you. Their website has a little bit more content than yours. It would probably be good for them as well to increase their content, but they also have more tabs, and you see each of these is a separate page onto itself. So it's not just the homepage content, but your total website content that Google ranks and likes. So the more content, the better for Google's users, and the more likely Google will rank you higher. This is the RF tool outcome for this website, and you can see these two numbers, which are essentially web page and website ranking numbers. It's a 0 to 100 scale, so obviously the higher the better. But as you can see, your numbers are 19 and 4.1, and theirs are 43 and 31. And that's a result of different things, but a lot of it has to do with their backlinks. They have 2,500 or so backlinks coming from only 17 domains. Now, that in and of itself is a positive for you, because it means that if you can get an equal number of backlinks, and by the way, these are easily, you can not figure them out, but they're on here. They're public knowledge what links they have. So you can easily copy those links and have your law firm placed on the same links, and then supersede them and do more links on top of it. And they drive 157 people a month to their site with organic traffic based on their ranking and their keywords and key phrases on their site. I did a little bit of a word count on your page, and you can see that. Sorry, that's not that wasn't your page. That was actually their page. So they had 762 words on their site. On the front page was not a great number, but you probably imagine that your number is 143. So I would definitely get that text up on different pages of your site so that Google can find the keyword phrases that it needs to rank you. So to recap, if you can increase the amount of content on your page with keywords that are relevant to the business you want to drive to your website, if you can get your business on more directories through citations with your business name, address, and phone number listed than your competitor, and if you could get more backlinks than they have by a good number, and you should be able to outrank them in the Google listings for that term, and really almost any term that relates to this that comes close to it will probably get some effect from the same things. So that's all I got for you. If you have any questions for me, feel free to call. My number is 561-945-6779. If not, you guys can certainly do this yourselves. And if you do all those things, you should be able to rank number one on many of those Google first pages. All right, well, you guys have a great day. Thanks for taking the time to listen. Take care.